Hey guys, James Wilson-Taylor here for Rock Sound. We are backstage at Download Festival 2023. I Prevail on the lineup. Eric joins me now. How are you, man?
I'm sweating.
Oh,
I'm sweating.
aren't we all? My God. If this was in 4K, we'd be fucked right now. But it's all good. Welcome back to the UK. Let's start with that. And also, Download Festival, man. Let's get into it because not only is it the biggest one they've ever done, extra day and all that stuff, it's the 20th anniversary. It's always a good time here, but it's got to be extra nice to be over here for Download at this very, very special. It feels a little extra special this weekend, I got to say.
It does. I remember being here a few years back, and it was just mud, all mud. It was an awesome experience. We played earlier on the main stage, and it was incredible. It was an awesome feeling. I look back at the whole set was filmed, so every now and then I'll go look back and man, that was awesome. That was an awesome set, and stoked to come back. And honestly, didn't even realize it was the 20th until we flew over, and I was looking at the dates, and I was like, what's the 20? It's 23. I don't get. Oh, let's go. Hell cool, yeah. Man. So I'm stoked to be here. The boys are stoked to be here. It's going to be a fun night.
It's going to be super, super fun, man. I like how it's been building. I guess we should catch up a little bit around the music stuff because last single was Deep End, which obviously we've heard from the album and stuff, but I love how that seems to be finding a bit of a new audience. Your last single from the album, but like weirdly it seems to have sort of taken off and kind of brought people back around to the album again. Do you know what I mean? It's quite nice that. Tell me a little bit about that one and in particular and writing that one.
That one, man, that was a fun one to write. Very personal one for me too. And when we were working on the record, we had all of COVID. We were cut off from our last tour in Europe, and we went home, and we weren't sure when we were going to be able to do anything. So we just started working and working on this little bit here, this little bit here, this little bit here. And then when we got all the fun stuff, like all the heavy stuff, kind of already started working on this one, and this one just felt really special. I remember when we wrapped up the record, we had a little bet to see after we're going to reconvene in a year and go, which ones ended up being the top three we took bets on, and Deep End was in the top three for all of us. It just felt like a very special song, and for it to come back around and have this life that it's had, sure, and bring fans in from different walks of life to come check out our music. I think that's a huge win for us and a huge win for the genre, to bring people in that don't necessarily listen to all the heavy stuff and to give it another chance. It's really cool.
Yeah, opening up that community, man. That's always really good to see. And something weirdly I've been asking loads of people this weekend. It's funny how we're sort of reaching the 1 year point with a lot of these kind of big rock albums that came out last year. We're kind of hovering around that for you guys with True Power. And it's always a nice moment to kind of get a grip of how you're feeling about the record, I suppose. Now you've got a little bit of distance for it, but also you've been playing it live now. You've got to see those reactions. You got to see the faces on the people when you're putting those new songs in the set. How are you feeling about those new songs with all that in mind?
First, it's crazy. It's almost a year. August. Yeah, holy hell.
It's coming up.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's we put it out and then we went on a headlining tour right away, and we mixed in a lot of the new stuff right away, and there was a lot of standing and watching and phones out, and not a lot of singing along because, new songs, kids are just there and they have a month to digest the record before we start playing these songs live. But now going out, and we can really see there's more parts where I can just hold the mic out for new songs and people just rip it, and that's always an awesome feeling, seeing that this record's been out 10 months and I can just hold out the mic for certain parts of the new songs and I don't even have to worry about it. It's awesome to see how this record's relating with fans and new fans. Yeah,
connecting really fast, which is great. Speaking of fans, there's a particular famous one that you guys finally met the other day. I don't know if people have tracked the ongoing love-in between you guys and Carrie Underwood, who's always... Do you know what I love about that? Like, she's clearly a big rock fan, but she has been championing you guys on social media and shouting you guys out any opportunity, which is so cool. I'm glad you guys finally got to meet. That must have been a nice moment.
Oh my God, it was it was awesome. She played at the hockey arena by our house and invited us out, and we watched the show, and our contact with her came out and texted our manager, hey, just stay in your seats afterwards. And we're like, okay. And after everyone cleared out, they brought us back, and we hung out in the green room for 10-15 minutes and said what's up. And I remember she's like, oh, I'm sorry guys, I'm kind of fangirling right now. I was like, shut the fuck up. You're fangirling?
Amazing.
We're fangirling, come on, man. But then full circle, we played Tennessee, and she came out and watched, and it was cool because I looked up in the section where she was sitting, and I saw her, and it was funny because I was expecting her to be singing along with like Deep End and the sing-alongs, but I'm doing the heavy part of Self-Destruction, that like heavy outro, and I look up and I see her just headbanging, screaming like, you don't know the devil, you don't know me. I'm like, what is going on, dude? Holy shit, it was sick.
Man, when are we gonna get that collab? Because I've seen Carrie Underwood. She hopped up on stage with Guns N' Roses, and like, obviously you know she can sing, but like, she's got a really good rock tone to her voice. She can turn that on anytime she wants to. So I feel like this would be a natural fit if you wanted it.
Hey, I'd love that. I'd love that. I think we're just gonna have to write a really good song and send it to her and see what she says. But we went and saw her, and she covered Guns N' Roses. Was it Welcome to the Jungle? Yeah,
oh, wow.
And crushed it.
Yeah.
Crushed it. So to see her go up on stage with them, it was pretty tight. So yeah, who knows? Maybe one day we can make something happen.
Fingers crossed. We'd love to see it. Hey, I've got to congratulate you because I'm going to list these off from my card because there's a lot of old certifications you guys have had recently, as we pointed out. So gold in the US for Bow Down, Break It Down, Stuck in Your Head, and the album Lifelines as well. Now, congrats, first of all. But
Thank you.
That is a testament to how much I feel like in the last couple of years in particular, the momentum has just keep building. And I just kind of want to ask, like, what do you attribute that to? Is it the live reputation? Is it like, I mean, it's hard to put your finger on these things, I guess, sometimes, but it's amazing to see how much that's grown so quick.
Thank you. Yeah. It's tough. It's tough to say what, but I know we just got a team, the band, and the small circle with us that are just hard workers, grinders, and to just touring this record and putting our heart and soul and every little bit of sweat and blood into it.
That was nicely done. I was trying to subtly just do that. But no, you work it into the sentence. That's a pro right there. I like that.
I think just being authentic with the music and touring when things are just like, man, I want to go home. I'm exhausted. Just to keep chugging and keep pushing along. And we just have an awesome fan base. We have awesome fans that are they don't just consume the music, they live with it, which is it's incredible. It's awesome.
So nice to see that development. I'm going to let you go. Before I do, a question we've been asking absolutely everybody this weekend, because as I said before, biggest ever downloads, 20th anniversary, massive lineup. So if you could work with anybody who is here this weekend on that lineup, who's like the dream collaboration, who would be the absolute dream you'd love to have guest on a song with you guys?
Oh my gosh, that's tough.
It's a big one.
That's
a
tough.
big one. I know.
I'm a big Parkway and Slipknot fan. That'd always be cool. But a band that I'm finally getting to see tonight that I'm been a huge fan of for a long time that I think would be so sick if we both did like something together. Electric Callboy.
Oh, I was so hoping you were going to say that.
I love that band. I just started talking to them and chatting with the boys there, and sweethearts they seem like, and I'm stoked to see their set tonight after ours. It's going to be awesome. But yeah, that's one band that they got the heavy, but they got the fun in it, and I think that's kind of like what we try to do is like have multiple emotions and approaches to the songwriting. So I think it'd be really cool to do something with them. But
that would be a hell of a party right there, man. If that one came up, hell of a party. Always really good catch up with you, man. We'll catch up again soon. All right, good to see you, Eric.